Hello, dear students. Welcome to the English lesson. I am Papiva Jamal from University of Central Asia. So let's start our today's lesson. So topic of today's lesson is definite article there for geographical names. Okay, let me share with you the learning outcomes of today's lesson. By the end of the lesson, you will be able to use the definite article there in relation to geography. Make a list of geographical names for which we use and we don't use article there, and explain the meaning of 5 new words related to geography. Okay, I hope you've prepared your copybook and pens with you. Now we'll read the text about Kyrgyzstan, and after reading, you'll find the following. So you find and you have to write name of one country. There are a number of countries are mentioned there, but you have to write one country name. And the country name, if used with it there, write article there. If not, then just circle or underline this word no, or just write cross mark. Okay, so one name of one country, one continent, river, one mountain range. Mountain range, you know what's mountain range, right? Mountain is a one mountain, but when it's mountain range, it's mountains, connected mountains together. Lake, city, and 2 points on the compass means, then in compass there are 4 points, right? North, south, east, and west. Okay, you have to write 2 here. And name of one valley you have to write. Okay, so now it's time to read the text. Okay, pause video, take your time, read the text. While reading, pay attention to the geographical names, whether they are used with the article there or no. Okay, once you've read and once you have written the name of the country, continent, the list which I provided before, then you can proceed for the next task. So the next task is now draw a table in your copybook. Draw a table. One side you have to write, then use there before the name of, and the other side do not use there before the name of. On the base of the text, which we just read, you have to make a rule, grammar rule. Okay, for example, I'll give you one example. There was a word country, Kyrgyzstan, yeah? So what is Kyrgyzstan? Is country. So you write here. It means you do not use the before the name of country. Okay, so for which geographical name there is not used and for which they use there. Okay, take your time and make this table. So once that you've done, then you can go ahead. Now, let's learn new words. There are 5 new words we are going to learn today. They are related to geographical names. Okay, now these are the new words: bay, gulf, canyon, gorge, and peninsula. I'll be showing you the picture of these words and explain the meaning of them. So let's start. Now, look at the word bay. So, what is bay? Bay is a water that directly connects to a larger main body of water, such as ocean, lake, or another bay. So this area is called bay. This is water part. But then it connects to the other side of it connects to the bigger water, ocean or lake. Okay, the small water connects to the bigger one. This is called bay. And the opening of bay is a big. See? So this is called bay. Now, next word is gulf. So have you heard about gulf? Okay, now let's discuss what is gulf. Gulf is a large inlet from the ocean into the landmass, typically with a narrower opening than a bay. So this area is called gulf. So gulf is a water body also, which comes from the bigger water body, ocean, and here's the opening in the landmass, yes? So water is here around the land, and it connects again, like bay connects to the bigger water, ocean or lake, ocean here. And if you see the difference between bay the opening is narrow, it's small. In bay, the opening was big. So in Gulf, opening is narrow, it means small. Okay, now next word is canyon. Canyon is deep, narrow valley with steep sides. See, there is a deep canyon and with with the steep sides. So this is called canyon. Do you know any canyon in Kyrgyzstan? I think you've heard about canyons, Kaska, yeah? We have like this, we have canyon also in Kyrgyzstan. Okay, next word is gorge. What is gorge? Gorge is a narrow valley between hills or mountains with steep rocky sides. So gorge is also like canyon, a valley, and but the difference is gorge is between hills or mountains, but canyon was just steep rocky mountains. Yeah, so this is gorge. Now next word is peninsula. Maybe you don't know what is peninsula, but I think you've heard the word island. Do you remember what was island? Island was a land and around which whole water, yes, surrounded with water. But peninsula is a piece of land surrounded by water on the majority of its body, while being connected to a mainland from which it extends. It means peninsula, this is the area peninsula. Most of the site is with water and small site is connected to the land. See, there is connection. This is called peninsula. If it was island, it would be all sides would be water. Okay, so these are the new 5 new words we learned today. What was first? Bay, gulf, canyon, gorge, and peninsula, right? You can pause your video and write meanings of these words. Okay, now we'll watch a video. While watching the video, you have to make addition to your table of task 2. You remember you made a grammar rule table, yeah? So where you wrote when we use there and we don't use there for which geographical name. You made a list on the base of the reading passage about Kyrgyzstan, right? Now, while watching the video, you have to make addition, whatever you listen. If you find out any new information that we use article there, you write here, we don't use, right here. Okay, and there are 5 new words we learned: bay, gorge, canyon. You'll also watch, you'll also see those new words in the video. Okay, so time to watch.
For the names of peninsulas use the, all unions of states need the, for mountain ranges, groups of islands or lakes, you should always use the article the. The names of rivers, oceans and seas, like the Nile, the Pacific, the Dead Sea. The names of channels, like the English Channel, names of gulfs and straits need the equator and the 2 poles. They also need the article the. Forests and deserts like the Sahara, they also need the definite article the. Country, state, city, single lakes, bays, single mountains and streets. The names of continents and single islands too, they don't need the article the.
Okay, now you watch it, yeah? When we use the and we don't use the, they were with the geographical names. Now pause the video and look at your table of grammar rules, okay? Now, if you need time, pause it and make addition. Fill more, write more. When we use article there with the geographical names and we don't use. Okay, once you finish, we'll have another activity. So now we'll read another reading passage, which is about Tajikistan. Now we know when we use article there and we don't, right? Now here you have to write the definite article there where necessary. If you think that in front of the geographical name article there is needed, you write there. If not, leave blank or put cross mark. Okay, you have to copy this in your copybook and write. Or instead of write a whole text, you can write just geographical name. You can write this Tajikistan, you can write Central Asia. If you think that it should be Decentral Asia, you write Decentral Asia. Okay, pause video, take your time and write the definite article there where necessary. Okay, then once you finish, then you can proceed further. Now, here is the list I made already for you. You already have your own grammar rule, yes? Table of grammar rule from the task 2. Now take your table of grammar rule and compare with this list, whether yours is all you completed or you made some errors, mistakes, or make corrections if needed, okay? So look at this. A country in front of country name that contains of phrase. If in country name there is phrase of word, then we use article there. The United States of America. Okay, when we say America, we don't use, but there is office here, yeah? So we use the United States of America. A country name that is in plural, look, Philippines, S is here, so we use them. And geographic name that contains kingdom, republic, or union. If there is word kingdom, if there is word republic, union, we use article there. The United Kingdom, the Kyrgyz Republic. And an ocean, river, and sea, the Pacific Ocean, the Naren, it is a river, yeah? Bay, again, when there's of phrase, we always use the. See, the Bay of Fundy. So we use, because there is of, we use the. Region, the Middle East. Point on the globe, and the globe we know, yeah, globus. So North Pole, South Pole, the South Pole, the equator. And point on the compass when it refers to a region. When you are talking about the region, okay, the south, the north, desert, the Sahara, valley, for example, the Fergana Valley, mountain range, the Tian Shans. It's not we're not talking about one mountain, yeah? There are mountains connected to each other. That's we use article there. Peninsula, the Saanich Peninsula. Group of islands, if there is not one island, group of islands, then we use there, for example, the Hawaiian Islands, Gulf, the Gulf of Mexico. Okay, next. Now we don't use there with the following. Again, compare your table of grammar rules from task 2, whether you did wrong or right, or make additions or make corrections. Okay, so country name, we don't use article Kyrgyzstan, we don't say the Kyrgyzstan, but when there's republic name is there, we use the Kyrgyz Republic. Continent, Asia. Name of city, Bishkek. Name of waterfall, we say Niagara Fall. Name of lake, Lake Sekul. See, pay attention. When you talk about river, we use there. But when you talk about lake, we don't use article there. A bay, Hudson Bay. Do you remember when we had the off, then we use there. If you say Bay of Hudson, then we say the Bay of Hudson. But when there is no of phrase, we don't use. Canyon, Charon Canyon. Only there is one canyon is there, Grand Canyon. So there we use article there. Otherwise, all other canyons, we don't use article. Name of a park, for example, Yellowstone National Park. Okay, or we have in Bishkek Panfilov Park. We don't say the Panfilov Park, we say Panfilov Park. Mountain peak, we are talking about individual mountain, we are talking about one mountain. So we call, for example, Mount Everest. We know Mount Everest, right? The highest peak in the world. And individual island, one island when you're talking about, that's, for example, Borneo, we don't write there. And point on the compass when it refers to a direction. we say from west to east. When you're showing direction, we don't use article there. But when you're talking about region, for example, Osh is in the south of Kyrgyzstan. So there we use the region. But this is direction. So to go to Osh, you need to go from north to south. Here you don't use, we are showing direction. Okay, take your time and compare with this list of using there and not using there with your own table of grammar rule, which you developed, which you have written already after the text, reading the text Kyrgyzstan and after watching the video. Okay, take your time and compare and make additions, corrections if needed. Okay, so now we are coming towards the end of the lesson. Homework. You have to finish all your tasks in your copy or computer if you want, if you can type. Like we had a task about Kyrgyzstan, yes, writing the names of country, city, lake, etc. And the next task we had grammar table of grammar rules. Um, and the next task we had about Tajikistan, filling the blanks with the article there. Yes, so you have to finish all your tasks, take picture of completed task and send to your teacher via WhatsApp or email. Okay, so with this, the lesson is over. Goodbye.